Welcome to Looking Back with Cole and Josh. On today's show, we welcome Matt Wrona onto the program.
Welcome, Matt.
Matt, what's your team name?
Is it really Ronka?
So before
Some
So the little story, I guess, with that, from since probably nobody knows why. Actually, on the bowling league, I made it to one of those like Miller Lite shootouts. I don't know. Once in a while, they have these tournaments where whoever shoots the high score of the week over handicap or something, you get to go out to like an actual real tournament with other people from other bowling alleys. And on the sheet, I actually won from my bowling alley. On the sheet, they rolled Ronka instead of Wrona.
Really?
I'm like, what the hell? And then,
So stuck.
I put Willy Wonka with that, and then just put the R into Willy as well.
Nice.
So I guess not that cool of a story, but
Boom.
yeah, it just stuck. I found it hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
Did you give, so I believe it was last draft, Josh, you gave everyone like a ridiculous name.
I did.
Was that the one you gave Rona, or did you change it, Rona?
No, he's
No,
funny.
He
I don't remember what I gave it. It was penis related.
Yeah, they were all. I just went with Team Penis Football. That's still today. That's what we're going with. I didn't know what
I hope
Rona
you win because I've been working on something. I finally got my hands on something.
Okay.
So,
whoa! Look at that.
What the hell is
this
this?
This is a trophy
Holy
from
shit.
a music festival at Six Flags. Every year my girlfriend goes, and this year I was fortunate enough to chaperone, and they let me have an older trophy. So anyways, this will be going to Matt Eilers.
What?
And he'll be hanging on to it, right? I mean, that's only fair, unless I should.
No, I like it. It should be passed down year to year. I like it.
I guess we could give it to Sarah Pavula for like 11 days and then give it over to Eilers.
Just let her look at it and then give it to Eilers.
Yeah, there you go.
Right now it says Middle School String Orchestra, Six Flags Great America first place, but I'll have to get some new nameplates. Anyway, that's coming up.
Nice.
So I thought it'd be cool. Get a picture of Bo Jackson on there.
That is awesome. I was gonna say
heard it here first.
Yeah, gotta customize it like every year. Add a little bit to it.
Yeah, it's big enough to somehow attach plates or something, I think. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, Rona, you're Riley Ronka or whatever the hell your name is. You're on the show, and we have kind of a special theme today since Rona, you're from Poland. You grew up there a little bit.
Yeah, 8 years.
So then you moved to the States, and what I really wanted to touch on was how you kind of became a Bears fan, became a football fan, because, for those that don't know, there's probably not a lot of American football games going on over in Poland.
Zero.
There's only the FUT football, right?
Football only. No, and actually when I first came here, I actually played soccer for probably 6 years, pre-16, but what a waste of time that was. I really wish I played actual American football.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're totally right. Football didn't exist. Baseball didn't exist. None of that existed. So, I mean, that's just how I have my friends to thank for that, just teaching me the ways of the, American life and sports that exist basically only here. Well, definitely not in Europe anyway. So, it was hard not to. Anywhere you go during the football season, it spares this. They're on TV at bars. And that, that's probably how it came to, just going to bars. Me, I drink. So bars are always, somewhere I'm at, on a Friday or whatever. It's hard to miss. It's always on, recaps from the Thursday night game. And you watch it once, you get hooked. I don't know how you could not.
It's exciting. Yeah, for sure. The fanaticism has to kind of match what football was over in Poland, though.
Yeah, I remember when I was little, I used to collect little posters of every game that was coming up, like this team versus that. And, there's definitely, that's all people know. So, it's, you have fans for that too. But, I never really liked that. Like I said, I played it for a while, but, looking back now, I really wish I did something else.
Yeah. Cole, did you play football?
No. I never basketball was my thing. Basketball,
Really? Oh, that's
yeah.
right. You're posting up on little MJ.
You better believe I was. Um,
I
basketball
remember that.
and some baseball, but no, never football. I don't know. It never. I don't know. Never really grabbed me to want to play it. I just always loved like watching it and kind of experiencing the game and
Yeah.
through the eyes of my little boyish head. But and then playing obviously like Madden and stuff growing up, right? It's kind of what you do.
Yeah, I played a few years in middle school and just kept breaking bones. So for me,
Oh,
that
okay.
was it. I played baseball all my life and then played a couple years of football, and it was just
What position? Were you always like? Cause you're tall. You're a tall man.
take
Were,
a guess.
um, I don't. I don't know. I
I played
mean,
tight end.
I was gonna. Okay, I should
That
have.
would have been a
I
good
should.
guess.
Yeah, I should have. I should have said it because that was gonna be my guess.
Did I not give you enough time? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let's just say that I was gonna guess tight end because Rona was too. So we both got it.
Middle school's football is so crazy because they got kids, like if you're big, they'll put you somewhere, offensive line, defensive line.
Right, right.
But then like you grow up and you hit high school, and those kids are like some of the smaller kids now.
So were you a more blocking tight end or were you a receiving one?
Well, we ran at my middle school. We ran pretty heavy run offense and like option. We had some burners on the running backs, and I blocked a lot, but caught a few passes. Actually, uh, the joke was that like I couldn't catch, which was not true because like the moments in the game, I had some pretty big catches, but
You had your flashes.
yeah, not too many moments of glory running the ball. Middle school is different, pretty vanilla playbook, but
Totally. That's cool though.
yeah.
That's exactly why I said I wish I didn't play soccer. My story would be like I scored 1 goal in 6 years. Like, whoop-de-doo.
And that was it. Like I was like tall and skinny, real lanky.
Mm,
So naturally, I'm like, I want to play tight end, and so that's what it was. But one
that's
of
a
the things. Oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say I was just moving on. One of the things
Go
I
for it.
had written down that I wanted to talk about was the brighter future or outlook of these three franchises, and one of them, yes, is the Bears, but the other
Okay.
two, I think, kind of interesting. Also, probably two of the other shittier teams in the league, but the Browns or the Jets
Hmm.
left out like the 49ers and other younger teams. But are you guys excited for Trubisky? Cole, you probably don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care. I mean, it's kind of exciting to see the town at least get excited for football, right? But
Mhm.
um, this is kind of deviating from what they had as their plan, right? Like Glennon was going to be the guy. They paid him a whole bunch of money. You can tell.
Right.
You can tell that the front office just doesn't really have a direction, right? Or maybe they didn't have a direction when
Yeah.
they gave Glennon that big contract. You know,
Yeah.
maybe not even having the green light to get Mitch, but at the time, obviously. But no, I mean they're trying to put it together. They're trying to bring some excitement into the town. They're trying to, I mean John Fox is trying to save his job. I kind of have to
Oh, yeah.
believe ultimately.
For sure.
But he looked good in the preseason. It'd be really interesting to see what he does against some real NFL talent. I think that you gotta almost run him kind of like how Aaron Rodgers runs with, a lot of bootlegs, a lot of out of the pocket stuff, utilize his feet.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
if you can do that, give him some time, right? I think he could have some success, and if he could maybe even scramble for a couple, that'd be good too. So, you gotta like the young talent. You gotta like giving the Bears a chance to kind of re-energize themselves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get a couple wins out of it. So, I'm excited for him. I think it'll be good.
Are you gonna watch Monday Night Football?
Totally.
Rona?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be watching the Cubbies and flipping back and forth. It's a big game.
That's when you need the dual monitors, my friend.
Yeah, I know. It'll happen someday. Well, what about the Browns or Jets? I mean, the Jets I've watched, the games.
Yeah,
I'm
curious why you put the Jets in there.
Well, because I've watched a lot of their games, quite honestly. They've been on TV, the ones that I've seen, and they don't really have a quarterback right now.
No.
They're rebuilding.
Totally.
You know, I mean, they're a big pile of dog shit, really.
Do you think that there's any direction for that team, right? Because they have like Josh McCown. They have, I mean, who on that team is actually really exciting these days? I mean,
nobody.
Bilal Powell had had that one play last week where no one touched him, right? You saw that.
That he was down?
Yeah. He was down, but he wasn't down, so he just scrambled.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Forte, I mean, what is he? Is he even like breathing? Like, is he even like on the team at this point?
He's hurt.
Is he hurt right now?
It's opened up the door for Powell.
Okay.
He's hurt.
Okay. So obviously, I haven't been watching the Jets.
Talk about 0 to 0 for Forte, man. Just in a matter of a year, basically.
The wheels fell off.
It's amazing. I'm just switching a team, or just what 1 year can do to a guy.
For sure.
Yeah. Can I back up to the Bears? Because for one, am definitely stoked for Trubisky. I mean, I was super anti Cutler when he was here. Even when people liked him, I didn't like him. I was just I mean, I gotta be honest. I was just cheering for him to go, and when he finally left, I was stoked. But then we saw Glennon, and that wasn't all that exciting. But once we drafted Trubisky, I'm like, let's see this guy. And Monday's the day, so I'm really excited.
Well, he was good in the preseason, and to Cole's point about getting him out in the field and running bootlegs and everything, from what I've seen so far, don't you wish that you had all those picks back? And it's hard to take a player and put him on a different team, but Deshaun Watson or even Deshaun Kaiser, we don't.
Yeah,
this is the one thing that keeps beating in my brain is that the same guy that went out and got Mike Glennon drafted Mitch Trubisky. That's like the key point that. I mean, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong.
I think try your best to hold those feelings for a couple of seasons, right? Like Watson just had a flash, right? Kaiser hasn't really been doing that much from what I've seen.
He looks adequate.
Yeah. I mean, but these are young guys, brand new to the NFL. We haven't even seen Mitch in a real game yet, so it's easy to jump to whether it was a bad decision or a good decision at this point without us actually seeing him on the field. So I mean, a couple of years down the road, maybe Watson is like a Vince Young, right? Flashed, and then he's out of the league in a few years. Like, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you never know about this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's got to be 3 years at least, right?
Yeah.
But Wrona, aren't you perplexed why we just didn't keep Brian Hoyer, who's on the 49ers now, and then just use him as a stopgap to I don't know what he's making this year, but he's got to be cheap in $16 million for
No, they absolutely should have, and it just goes to show that none of this was planned. I mean, why would they pay a guy so much money and then trade up one pick to draft another quarterback? None of it made sense. I mean, it was a mess from the start. But you know what? I mean, as long as they fix it, I know it's going to cost us a lot of money, but hey, all I care is about the week-to-week game. And if I can have a good game, I mean, I'll be honest, I was cheering against the Bears in most games. I was picking against them. I was picking on defenses against the Bears. I mean, it's fantasy, right? So you're trying to get easy points. But now, now we got a quarterback starting. I'm actually think twice before I pick the defense against them. Even Monday night, I don't know if I'd play the Vikings D, to be honest.
So sneak play is Trubisky on the Bears for fantasy purposes. Bilal Powell is barely hanging on there on a on the ground 75-yard TD, and we don't want anybody from the Browns is what we're saying.
The only player on that offense that I know.
All right.
Yeah, I see more of an upside. Maybe, and it's maybe just from exposure, right? But I see more of an upside, with the Bears, at least from the standpoint of, it seems like they have some sort of direction at this point. The Jets, I have no idea what the hell they're doing, and the Browns, they're the Browns. They try, but
The Jets are my brother's favorite team.
really,
Ooh.
So maybe that was it. I have no idea. They've just been on TV a lot, you know.
they just don't like. What do they have? They just don't.
Nothing.
They're the new Browns.
Yeah, they don't have a direction, but they're 2-2, so they have a better record than the Bears. So how about that? And the Browns?
Yeah,
so I guess I should shut up.
Sure.
Well,
That's super
true.
surprising. And last week was a lot of upsets. If I think.
Yeah, there were the last 2 weeks in a row.
Handful of upsets last week.
I got knocked out of a lot of my my pick'ems and survivor pools because of that stuff. It was really bad.
Guys, the Jets have the same record as the Patriots.
That's great. That's great. You guys
Coach
hate Tom
Jets.
Brady? I like Tom Brady.
I hate him.
Yeah,
Hate him.
most people do if you're not from Boston.
I can't deny the skill, but I just to me they're like the Yankees. They're just I don't know. They get like all the money. I don't know. Yeah, they're just everything. Just one guy that does everything.
Go ahead and point to that Yankees head again. There it is.
Oh shit. Sorry, I don't like the Yankees either.
They won last night.
They won.
They did. I did watch. I do like watching Aaron Judge play. I'll say that much.
But that's just it. I like watching greatness. You know, I can appreciate that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't like Peyton Manning much, but I watched his games. You know,
I like Peyton Manning a lot more than Tom Brady.
I get
Tom Brady is just, I don't know. There's something about him. He just has.
Bring your Papa John's.
Yeah, right.
Hey man, Peyton Manning puts his balls on sorority girls' foreheads. Okay.
Peyton Manning, my sister-in-law has always said that Peyton Manning looks like a big toe.
He does. He does with the forehead. I've never heard that
forehead.
before.
Man.
Next time you look at him, think of a big toe.
Can I do a quick? I think this is my only like football related this or that. Can I do a quick this or that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be Phillip Rivers or Eli Manning?
Ooh.
I'd rather be Eli Manning because I have 2 Super Bowls.
2 rings. Yeah.
Cole. I knew you were gonna go the ring route. So
But living in L.A. rather than New York, I don't know.
Phillip Rivers has it all. Okay. He lives in San Diego. He's a white Christian and he rocks a bolo top.
Phillip Rivers is like the dude that stays at a job like his whole life and just cruises, and like there's no worry about like I don't have to do any better. I'm not gonna get any worse. I'm just gonna kind of coast, right? Like I'm just kind of this is my life. And this is what it's gonna be. Like I don't know if I see a situation where he like goes to, maybe at the tail end of his career, goes to another team, but it feels like a lifer, and there's no expectation there of like getting to a Super Bowl or him having to win MVP or like he's always just been consistent.
It does feel that way.
He's a God-fearing gunslinger, dude. He's got the best life ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So did you guys watch a lot of football? I mean, do you normally settle in and watch the noon game, the 3, and then roll it right into Sunday?
I'll even do the London game if it's on.
Oh shit! I've woken up about halfway.
They've both
into
been
those games.
Yeah, they've both been shit so far.
Yeah.
But
I caught the end of that London game. I woke up around 10:30.
They've been
or maybe a little bit earlier. It was just the very end. But I get into it really, really good at noon. Then, come the 3 o'clock game, I'll watch 1 or 2. And then I usually miss the 7 o'clock game just because by then, I'll watch some other shows. So I get distracted with other stuff. And Sarah gets bored of football too. So,
well,
I feel like when my team's not on, like I almost have it on the background. Like I'm not watching every single play. I'm not like paying attention to every single moment. But it's always kind of there for, hey Cole, you can go ahead and watch. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Just
always
check
checking
the
my phone.
updates. I'm always checking my phone.
Yeah, I got ESPN Fantasy open
Nice.
from the moment I wake up. It's just constant. My phone runs out of battery throughout the day because it's constantly on. Watching my team score 2 or 3 points every hour.
I don't make it a Sunday without having to charge my phone about halfway through the day.
Well, Hesse talked about Devontae Adams doing the soup kitchen last week. Did you guys see any noteworthy TD celebrations at all? I mean,
absolutely.
Just in general, maybe.
I saw one I really liked, and hopefully I'm not stealing Cole's, but
I don't even have one, so go for it.
All right, well, Juju Smith scoring a touchdown doing the.
Damn it, Wrona!
Did I steal the Kamehameha or the
That
Hadouken?
was really good. Yeah, the
Hadouken. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that one.
I hope that's hot on the recording, by the way.
Didn't Zeke Elliott did something similar, like with a food thing, right? Because he always does the spoon thing when he gets a first down.
Yeah, he was eating, and then he had a towel hanging from his neck, and he blotted his face.
Yeah, that was it. I'll go with that one.
No way. Podcast favorite, Juju Schuster-Smith. The Kamehameha Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z reference.
Does anyone have him on their team?
I hope so.
He's a third stringer on the Steelers, but I'm gonna pick him up. I think. There you go. Everybody race to get him.
Juju.
Got my phone out right now. No, just kidding.
Damn it, Wrona. So leads me into.
I'm picking him up right now.
Oh damn it! You're actually doing it. No, he's actually. Stop it with your phone. Just put the phone.
Damn it,
away.
Team Penis Football.
By the way,
did you guys watch? Oh, go ahead, Wrona.
My original name was wrong hole, wrong time, or something like that. It just hit me right now. Wrong
hole, wrong time. Almost as good as Team Penis Football. You son of a bitch, Paul. What did he score last week?
I got to replace Dalvin Cook with someone.
Best name in football right now. Did you guys watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid?
I did. I didn't actively watch it, but my brother would always. So I'd always come home and just plop down and kind of watch it with him.
I watched it as an adult. They had it on Hulu or Netflix or one of them. They had a bunch of seasons.
Nice.
Did they?
I ripped through a good chunk.
Wow.
I'm a big fan.
I didn't have cable growing up. So I went over to Buddy's house, and he always had Cartoon Network on. So we'd watch Dragon Ball Z.
I give you the newest member of Team Penis Football.
That's
there it is. You actually picked them up.
Rona's our sideline reporter. That's terrible, Cole. How many points did he have last week? You know I love that guy.
13.7.
We can
hit a touchdown.
He scored a touchdown, and in our league, it's all about who's scoring the touchdown. We can
talk trades.
It's all.
When your enemy expresses interest, you exploit that weakness.
That is true, and I play you this week, so perfect.
Oh, this is going to be terrible. I'm going to go to 4-1. Wrona, you had what waiver wire were you? You had the sneak pick with Deshaun.
Oh, I wanted him so bad. Thank God I got him.
What waiver pick did you have?
I haven't used one in a couple weeks. So I had to been in the top 5. I actually don't know what it actually was.
Good Lord, that he'll be all right with the rushing yards for sure.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Ron.
That's the beauty of a rookie running quarterback. They're gonna run it. I mean, Cam Newton, same thing. And look at him last week, getting back into it again. It works.
I was just gonna comment. Does anyone have Alex Smith? I mean, he's been like.
I think somebody does.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I just picked him up in another league last week. He's the number 2 quarterback, and he was sitting out in my other league, which is a 12-team league. I'm I'll take this guy.
The other night, he was scrambling like he was Michael Vick.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I needed the Redskins to get the ball back and put some points on the board.
I had the perfect in my other league. I had.
Yeah, Hesse's got him.
I had Kelsey in, I had Hunt in, and I had Pryor in, and they all scored. So
Wow.
I maybe Hunt didn't score. He had a bunch of yards though. So
He had over 100.
Yeah.
Right?
Over 100 didn't score, I don't think. But golly gee, Smith had that fake to him and then ran it in. Really needed Hunt to run that in another league. Not that, but you know what, Cole? They don't care about our other leagues.
No, they don't care.
Been seeing the
It's all about
quarterback
Bo
keep
Jackson.
play a lot this year. I don't know if you guys feel that way. Just last week there was a bunch.
I've noticed, maybe it's not a trend so much, but I've noticed a lot of like 4th and 1 situations where coaches are going for it.
Hell yeah, they should be.
I understand they might not want to get the quarterback hurt, but really all you got to do is fall forward. I don't understand why they go back 2 to 3 yards to get the handoff to have a guy get stopped. You know, it's just like fall forward.
Totally. To me, like if you're on like the other side of the field, I don't know why they don't go for it more. Like, you know, kickoffs now come out to the 25 if you kick it out of the end zone. Like, you're really not giving up that much yardage. I realize punt and you try to do the coffin corner and play field position and whatnot, but I don't know. In this day and age, you got to kind of go for it, right? And I'm sure they have a lot of stats to back up what they're doing on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah. The situations on those charts that they got, it's interesting. But I'm with you. I mean, if you're past the 50, just go for it. 4th and short. You know?
Yep.
Wrona?
So I kind of want to run off of your brighter future. What about a not so bright future? I'm thinking Oakland losing Derek Carr for at least a few weeks.
Wrona making up segments. I love it.
Know,
Oakland's in trouble, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at last year. The second Carr got hurt.
Baltimore's in trouble. They got a pretty good defense, but their offense is just
atrocious. God, they suck.
Cardinals
are in trouble.
Oh my God. Field goals only.
Has David Johnson torn his ACL before? I feel like he's had a knee
definitely hasn't been hurt the last 2 years because he's been kicking my ass in fantasy.
Yeah.
I finally get my hands on him and he dies in the first game.
Wrona, not to poke you, but Le'Veon Bell is really starting to wake up here.
I should have picked. You know, he treated me so good last year. This is what I get.
Sorry, pal. I
almost deserve her for not picking Bell with what he did for me last year.
Like the first picks, it's so much luck too.
Yeah.
Like everyone had David Johnson. It wasn't just you.
Yeah, before we picked, the order, I was all like, oh, I want first pick so bad. And then I got first pick and I'm like, shit, I don't want first pick. Yeah. It almost seems drafting in the middle is the sweet spot. I never thought it was, but in a lot of my leagues that I'm playing, the guys that draft in the middle have the bomb-ass teams.
Interesting.
I'm looking at one of them.
Right.
I mean, but didn't both of you guys drafted somewhat in the middle? You guys are both 4-0, 3-1?
I think it was 7.
I was 6th, I believe. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I liked having. Usually, I like the first or last. I like having that back-to-back pick. But this year, for some reason, I mean, it just worked out having value like right there available. You're never too far away from picking again.
It keeps you on your toes for sure.
There's a lot of guys that went in those middle picks, 6 and 15 or whatever, that are killing it. Like Hunt, did you second round? You picked them up?
God.
Elliott? I mean,
I took Hunt third round.
Jesus,
Nice.
That's even greater. I mean, Cole rolled the dice on Zeke. That was great.
Did we not have the draft came after the running back went down in Kansas City, right? The draft was after.
Yeah, we knew Hunt was going to be the guy, but we didn't know that he was going to be 100 yards a game guy.
One draft, maybe 2, prior to the injury, and so Hunt came even cheaper. But
I got him in my other league.
Nice.
Late. Yeah.
He's definitely taken the situation and ran with it.
I mean, he's him and Todd Gurley are like.
Oh yeah, there's another one that went in the middle of the rounds.
Draft darlings right now for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Todd Gurley, one pick after my pick, Wrona.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
For those listening at home, we've touched base on that a few times. I don't think anyone really feels bad for me though. But anyways, I would have been like Wrona last year with the Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I cannot believe
that. And Bell. Zeke and Bell.
Bell?
Yeah. Insane.
And I still lost.
Those are, I mean, you lost, but those are really good pickups.
How did I lose? I lost to Des Bryant, which, looking at this year, is I can't believe.
No regrets.
That's a crapshoot.
No regrets.
Oh, Wrona, did you? I'm just kind of looking at scores. Did you guys? Did your team lose, Wrona?
Oh yeah. I keep not being able to break 100 points.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, you lose your number 1 pick, and I didn't get the replacement because I drafted first, so I had the 12th waiver order week 1.
Yeah.
So I mean,
spot.
It just, yeah. I mean, I got, some guys I thought would come through, but they're not.
For sure.
What's his name? Javarius Allen. And last week was thought he was going to be doing good. Nothing. He didn't do anything last week.
Stay away from the Ravens. Cole, you won. You snuck it out, right?
Yep. Yeah, I did. I did lose Dalvin Cook though, which is gonna hurt me the rest of the year. So gonna have to try to bounce back from that.
Welcome to the injury club.
Yeah, I have a couple. I mean, I haven't had to play Tevin Coleman yet, but he's been doing pretty consistent. So at least they're on bye this week, but at least that's a guy I can plug in and get some points out of it. I don't think he'll ever have a monster game, but it's a I think consistently I'll be down like at least 8 or 10 points just from Cook getting hurt. So not feeling too happy about that, but
well, you know what? Both of you just need to start making some trades,
Okay, well, I got Juju if you want him.
Expect an offer by the end of this show.
Sounds good.
John Rowe beat Fola. I don't think it was necessarily he was up by some points going into the Sunday night game, I believe.
Yeah, he needed Witten needed to score some for Fola. But speaking of Fola, he's into this though. He's into it though. He's not. I mean, it's his first year. But, I mean, I talk to him almost every day, and it's always about football. He just looks at me when we walk past each other like, "What? Give me anything you got." Like
he's trying to trade with you, too. He walks past my desk, and I give him the Johnny Manziel, and I'm just shaking money in my hands. But
funny.
I have not gotten any trade offers, no.
He shot me some trade offers with proposing that he would trade also his waiver slot. So he's pulling some veteran moves.
Shit.
He knows what he's doing.
Can you actually do that?
Well, that's the best part because I'm the commissioner, and I was just kind of like, I mean, I've been in leagues that do that, but it's
you have the option to edit it?
I'm not sure. I think it would just be like he put in a claim,
and just trade it to you after.
What I'm saying?
So I think we're officially calling it the Fool's going to win. I mean, let's be honest here.
He's pulling sneak moves that I've never even imagined. I had no idea. But
he's the dark horse. We've said that.
It opened my eyes.
100%.
Hey, great find.
Assassinate.
A great addition. A great addition.
I love that he's into it so much.
He's a sleeper for this year.
Totally.
Watch out for him. Okay. Well, this is all good stuff. We could just jump right into some this or that if you want.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was looking forward to that segment the most, I gotta say.
Popular segment last week, got a lot of hits, a lot of comments in the suggestion box. So
suggestion box.
Being that the theme is Polish Heritage Night and Wrona's on the show.
Are we at Guaranteed Rate Field today?
I did some research on Wikipedia, and due to budgetary restrictions, and there was no time to fact check any of these, but
Perfect.
apparently there have been 11 Polish players in the history of the NFL. 11.
Janikowski?
I didn't recognize any of them, except for Janikowski.
Yeah.
So, this or that. I had to go out on a limb. Which career would you rather have, Sebastian Janikowski or Rob Gronkowski, who's probably American, I think?
Yeah, I don't know if he's fun. Oh man,
See Cole's eyeballs just go across the top of his skull.
No, but this kind of
I'm thinking.
This kind of goes back to the previous one you did with Eli Manning and Philip Rivers. It's an East Coast versus West Coast kind of thing.
It's a good one.
And I take West Coast all day. I'm secretly a Raiders fan. I mean,
I think Janikowski. I mean, he's been in the league forever.
Yeah, he's like 40-something, right?
But he's like Gronkowski's body is kind of destroyed at this point. Like years from now, Gronk is gonna be like a shell of a man. Like he's just gonna
absolutely.
He wears so many braces. It's like he's being held up by wire and string.
One of those Velcros gives, and he's just gonna fall apart into 100 pieces.
Yeah, and Janikowski has the big, he has the
big guy,
the vodka belly, and
I love him.
I'm glad you called it the vodka belly, not the beer belly.
Man, you can tell that he's having a good time. So I'm gonna take Janikowski for sure on that one.
Same here.
Absolutely. Janikowski was drafted 17th. Rob Gronkowski was drafted 40-something in the second round. Janikowski had a pretty stellar career at Florida State, is where I think he kicked. But
was he the only? Well, how many kickers have been picked in the first round? I wonder.
Golly gee, I hope he's the first and only.
Can't be too many. Well, wait a minute. That Aguayo, wasn't he the guy that Tampa Bay?
Second round.
He was second round. Okay.
Yeah, but they did trade picks to go up to get him.
Gotcha.
Which is the
atrocity. Get a kicker? Holy shit.
So are we all going Janikowski?
Yeah.
I mean, like, at his craft, at his position, he's great.
He's really good.
He's got some ridiculous record for, like, field goals made over 50 yards or something. He's got the boot, for sure.
He's a 60-yard field goal guy, for sure.
Plus, as much as Gronkowski is a rock star, Janikowski, he's probably like a national icon in Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's if they know football, which I hope they do, but in this day and age, that's the one player that they all got the Janikowski jerseys back there.
So, in keeping with the Polish tradition, I was scrambling for stuff. I came up with this or that of Polish inventions. Okay.
Ooh. Is there any?
So just a reminder, right? Are there any? Much like the 11 NFL players, you'd be surprised to know that there are not that many notable Polish inventions. So bear with me here.
Damn,
when it's lightning round, go with your gut. Just rapid reaction right off the rip.
All right.
So we got better toy, boomerang or walkie-talkie?
Walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
Absolutely. Anytime you threw a boomerang, it just came back and hit you in the head. Even if you could get it to come around all the way. Mine detector or bulletproof vest?
Oh man, I don't.
That's a good one.
I don't run into too many mines, so I'll go with
that's what
vest.
I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing too many mines, so I'm gonna go. But we do live in Chicago, so I'm gonna go with bulletproof vest.
Yeah,
I like it. Bagel or vodka? Bagel kind of blew my mind.
Bagel? Are you serious?
Bagel or vodka?
I'm not really sure if I can be, but that's what,
oh,
that's what WordPress and Wikipedia told me.
Wikipedia is legit. So, you can live without food longer, so I got to go with the vodka.
Bagel doesn't get you drunk, Rona. That's right.
That is absolutely true.
This is not vodka, but I'll call it nonetheless. And I am all empty.
There are other liquors in the world, but there is only one bagel, so I'm gonna go bagel.
Oh
wow!
I like it. I do like a bagel, man. I'll tell you what. Last one, I think. I don't know if that's sad or what it is, but This one was kind of loose, so bear with me. Space travel or the oil industry?
Okay, neither of those came from Poland. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I just want. I just want to let you know that.
Are you sure you didn't fact check? Are you sure?
When I read space travel, I was like, "Get out of here!"
No, that's impossible.
Well, I mean,
I think the guy was trying to
it-
get at that it was like the idea of space travel.
Okay.
I don't know.
We might be able to go up there.
Wasn't it the Russians that were first to space?
That's what I thought, Cole.
Yeah, sounds
But
like you looked up a lot of this stuff from Russia.
You guys, I'm glad you mentioned that, Rona, because after a while doing all my research, I'm Russian, so I was reading all this stuff, and I'm just like Poland, Russia, all that stuff's kind of the same thing, right? You know, after the Cold War, it all got dissolved, which leads us to our next this or that is this or that Cold War edition.
Oh, we never finished the other one. Space travel or what?
I'm gonna go space travel myself.
What was the other option?
Oil industry.
You want to be an oil tycoon?
Oh yeah, I want the millions of dollars from the oil, and yeah, I'll go with the oil.
I want to go to space.
It's like a one-way trip.
That one's a toss-up. I'd be an oil tycoon.
There you go.
Cold War edition. You ready to
the journey?
Run down the gamut.
Go ahead.
Ron, I don't know if this offends you, but we're not a politically correct podcast, so
it's all good.
Here we go, Cold War edition. All right, so potato pancakes or regular flapjacks?
Oh, potato pancakes. That's
regular flapjacks.
Got to go with Cole. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They give you some cottage cheese and some applesauce, and you're like, "What are you doing? Where's the butter? Where's the maple syrup?" Potato pancakes. They're delicious, but love me some flapjacks. Smirnoff or Stoli?
Stoli, no question.
Yeah, I'll go with Wrona.
It's a clean sweep for Stoli.
Yep. Russia wins.
Dr. Mario or Tetris?
Ooh, nice. I like that one. I was awful in Dr. Mario. I'm gonna go with Tetris.
Are we going with just plain old Tetris?
Yeah, like Nintendo versions.
Then Dr. Mario.
Or Super Nintendo?
I liked Tetris a lot, but I'm with you, Cole. I played a lot more Dr. Mario.
If you're going Tetris Attack, that to me is is above all of them, but that's okay. Okay,
I think this is my last one, and then we can run down the week ahead. Ivan Drago's Haymaker or the lady from GoldenEye in her Thigh Master move? I'm most proud of that one. So
which one would we rather experience? I'm gonna go with the Haymaker.
Oh man, Haymaker, I guess.
Yeah, because it'd be quick. You'd be out.
Yeah.
You'd be done.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'm so glad you guys laughed at that because I was a little nervous about it.
The chick from GoldenEye.
Xena on a top.
Oh, there you go.
But I thought if I said that, you guys would be like, who the hell is
that? I would be.
Anyways, so the week ahead, Cole, you and I are in the gauntlet. We're playing each other.
That's correct.
You're feeling down because Dalvin Cook went down. Rona, were you going to say something?
I said there's some good matchups of even skilled players this week. Like, I'm not playing you or something where I can't possibly win. You know, I'm playing Greg. I feel it. First week when Johnson went down, I was all sad and obviously like, well, what's the point of trying anymore? But I'm not giving up.
And who talked you off that ledge, friend?
The person on the screen.
Mr. Kamish.
That's right. So, picking up Watson this week, that gave me some excitement. And
that's key.
Part of it was his huge game last week, which I'm kind of a sucker for that. You know, if a guy has a huge week, I feel like he's going to do that forever, which I know is absolutely incorrect. But it gives me that confidence for at least that 1 week, and I feel good.
Yep.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm playing Greg. We're projected within 3 points. He's projected to beat me, but I think I got to still pick up a def. Oh, he doesn't even have a guy in play. So never mind. That's even worse than I thought. But we're both 1-3, so I feel at least record-wise we're somewhat even matched.
Would you call this a must-win for either team? I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
You can't go 1-4. That's even,
6. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, but 6 teams make the playoffs. So remember that, Eilers and Fuller are going head-to-head. Eilers is looking to avoid 0-5. I think he's the only winless team after being champ last year. We got Hesse and Tony Jerome, another battle of 1-3s. And the intriguing matchup, the one I'll probably have my eye on, is Meredith, Cole's wife, versus John Rowe, looking to take down the Juggernaut. The Texans are looking to do some giant slaying.
Yeah, both the Texans are playing 4-0 teams. How about that?
Cole, I still think you're going to win, pal.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll take it. Yeah, I support my wife. Go Meredith.
Make sure she picks up a quarterback.
Go Zucchinis.
Go Zucchinis.
And then we got Kush going up against Sarah.
Sarah's got a pretty decent team. If you haven't been noticing,
points.
She's been doing pretty.
Most points.
She has the most points.
She's been doing pretty good.
Oh yeah.
She's got a good. Tom Brady finally woke up. Todd Gurley is when you have the number one quarterback, number one player in the league. It helps a lot. But she's got bye weeks all over the place next week.
Yeah, she's littered with buys. Oh boy.
So we'll see how that shakes out.
Perfect timing for Mr. Kevin McCush to get a sneaky win here.
Right the ship, level the field. I like it.
Yeah, I got a couple of. I don't have a lot of buys I'm dealing with, but the guys I wanted to plug in to replace Cook, Ingram, and Tevin Coleman both on buys this week. So, not feeling too happy about that one as far as time goes.
I'm playing the merry-go-round role with Jameis and Carson Wentz. Like, I don't know what to do, but
yeah.
Other than that,
I got Aaron. Gonna play him. Gonna keep playing him.
That's a good call. 4 touchdowns last week.
Yep.
That's all you can do.
Jordy as well. Got the double double dip.
I love that, especially a guy like Jordy and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that's all day.
All day.
10 points every touchdown, or actually 11 with the PPR and plus the yards, of course.
Well,
money.
I'd say Cole. We got a battle coming up. God damn it! There's Juju Smith-Schuster. I thought it was Schuster-Smith.
I thought it was 2.
Anyways, I guess we'll see. Good luck to you, buddy.
Wrona, you got a loose wire. You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
No. Is it bad?
That's usually our time to go.
That's right. It's all good, dude. Yeah, Josh, you wanna sign us off?
Well, it should be an exciting week. Last week was exciting. Wrona, thanks for coming on to the show.
That's fun. Do it again.
Cole, I'm glad I made you laugh. I think that's the hardest I've ever seen you laugh, but I can't wait to go back and listen to that. For everyone else listening, thanks for listening.
And that'll be the best outro we ever do.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Wrona. Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Tomorrow.